Sandy, we're live. That's what it says. We look frozen on that spot, but it says that we're live. Sandy, on that spot, but it says that we're live. Okay, we are. So we are. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm going to mute that. So I don't have to hear ourselves on the other end. Okay, we would love the fact that you would just be here for a moment. And in this moment, it is all about what the CSI is about: inspiration, bringing it to you in short spurts that we plan on doing every first and third Thursday of the month, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and it's 10 o'clock, Sandy, on Mountain Standard Time, correct?
Correct.
So we're looking at about just 30 minutes. This is just a quick intro to know that, yes, we are here. We intend on being here for you. And our goal is to be able to bring you some beautiful little tips to understand inspiration and how it really is the star fuel for your hopes and your dreams, the power to make your changes. Everybody has something that has inspired them from one time to another. And we're going to ask you to share that through some stories that we will be reading, and hopefully choose yours to be aired if we have your permission to do so. Because inspiring stories is what helps everybody shift into this sense of kindness and gratitude. And that's really a place for us to live into if we're going to love our life. And this is where you get the opportunity to consciously create your life. Otherwise, life creates it for you. So it is about control over you and your desires and your hopes and your dreams. And Sandy and I here are both here because we've been inspired our whole lives. We could be retired if we chose to do so, but we're not. We're inspired to come to you as an amazing, amazing audience that deserves a magnificent life. So we will be imparting beautiful different perspectives and sharing not only ourselves, but we have some beautiful guest speakers that we'll be bringing up from time to time, so you can become inspired by their inspirations. Sandy, would you like to add to that?
Yes. As a child, I grew up abused emotionally and physically. However, my great-grandma Nora had instilled my intuition gifts. So I used my intuition to shine the light. I knew when I was going to be abused. I prepared for those moments. I rose above those moments. I pulled myself out of that world. I knew there was a better world outside of that world of abuse. And today, I have 2 successful businesses, and I teach others how to use their intuition.
And yes, and a lot of times what happens in life is that people don't even understand that they're being emotionally abusive. And yet it scars us as children, especially because I've gone through my share of things that people did not recognize what they were doing, but scarred me deeply. And you will have choices to make in your life. But when you can look for something that can inspire you, it can lift you out of a very dark space and situation and bring light into your world. So we do love to call this Discover Your Light as well, because that's where intuition comes from. It does come from spirit. I am very fortunate and humbled and gifted by spirit to have such an amazing relationship with spirit and with myself, because I'm constantly being inspired by spirit, which is part of what spirit brought this to me, is the CSI. Get inspired. And they inspired me to write the book that was just released, Let's Be Clear, instead of just doing a manual for my programs, which is what I first intended. But I was inspired to see a bigger picture and get the information out there further to people, to help them help themselves, to have this amazing relationship with themselves through simplistic energy work that is so powerful and uncomplicated and all within their grasp to do, for you to do, even if you only did the first chapter. So inspiration does come from so many places, even from a small little memory that we've had before in the past. If you stay in a state of looking towards being kind to yourself, which seems to be one of the hardest things for people to do than being kind to somebody else. If you can stay in a state of gratitude simply by writing down 1, 2, or 3 things every day and focus on that to start your day, to be grateful, it sets you into a completely different world for the day, regardless of what's in front of you and what you're going to be dealing with. You'll deal with it differently. And then you'll find some points of, it's not just about willpower and getting through and just being motivated. You find the love for something, and that will inspire you to keep going with something and to understand yourself better and your connection better to yourself. So with these things, there is much that we will be sharing about ourselves, so you get to know us a little better and to know that our hearts are here with you always. Our desire for you is nothing less than a magnificent life. We know you can have it. We know you're the magnificent beings that you may not even be aware or celebrate yourself for, but we're going to more and more work with you through these simple little talks that we're going to start airing to get you into a space that you say, oh my God, look at me. Look what I've accomplished. Look what I can accomplish. I didn't even think that was possible. Inspiration is star fuel. Star fuel is the abundance of the universe. No limitations. So it's about breaking mindsets that do hold you back. These are the things that I teach to get you moving quicker and we just would love for you to keep coming back and joining us. We'll be kicking off the big show on March 2nd. We have 2 very special guests coming. Molokai Mystic. We have Janelle and Nikki. That is an amazing team that really want to share part of their world with you. And we are so delighted to be able to have them on our stage. So please come and join us on Thursdays. We'll explain later why Thursday is going to be the magical day for this as well. There's so many elements that we want to bring you through the year to keep motivating you, to keep inspiring you to understand the greater person that you really are. And we do believe in you, and we are going to stand in that space and belief for you. And as you stand in that, we're going to ask you to stand in it for others. And that's also why we are with an amazing, amazing group that Sherry Atkinson is just starting of Pay It Forward. And we are honored to be part of that group as well. And it is about not a payment as a debt. It's a kindness. It's a lovingness from the heart. And it's a sharing forward. And this is a simple gift that you can give to inspire others. So we'll love for you to come and join us. The beautiful Sandy and myself, Karina, also known as Karina Carj'an, and you're going to see that more. And Sandy, anything in closing you would like to say for this afternoon? You're muted, love.
I would just like everyone to take in a breath, tune in to themselves and the universe, tune in to their own love and light, share kindness, because as they do, they shine their light even brighter.
Thank you for that, Sandy, because we are light. And we will go more over into special breathing techniques and beautiful things of small envisionings that can get you and move you forward so beautifully and connect into who you really are, because we are here to be the shining beacons for one another, not meant to be here alone and thinking we have to tough it out. We've learned the hard way, by the way. You all go through it. So yeah, big one, but we learned. And so that's why we're here for you. So shine, God bless, have the most blessed day and weekend. And we look forward to seeing you here on March 2nd. Many blessings.
Many blessings.